Welcome to this Football Manager 2016 Wonderkid experiment involving Kristoffer Ajer, a Norwegian Wonderkid. I've already done two Wonderkids, Martin Ødegaard, another Norwegian Wonderkid, and Raheem Sterling in this series. My aim is to do quite a few of these. What I do is I holiday into the future to the end of their careers and track how they've done throughout their footballing life. This is going to be another two-part video. So in part one, I'm going to holiday until he's around 26 years old, and then in part two, we will holiday the rest of his career. So I'm doing this guy because he was the most popular choice from the two videos, or the four videos that I've uploaded already, and I thought he deserved another two-part video for the simple case he was the most popular choice. Now, some of the Wonderkids I do in future videos will just be one part just to get through them, and I will also be doing more than one player in some videos as well. But I thought, as Ajer is the most popular choice from you guys, he deserves his own video and a two-part video. So please hit that like button if you are enjoying this series so far, and if you enjoy this video, it would be much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, subscribe as well, that would be great. And as always, let me know some young players or Wonderkids in the comments section below that you would like me to do. I've got a few lined up already, and they will be coming out over the coming days and weeks. So let's get on with the video. Now, I don't personally know very much about Ajer, if I'm honest, but I know he's tipped to be a quality player, along with Ødegaard. Some people prefer Ajer. I don't want to spark some sort of debate in the comment section below, but you may want to talk about who you think will be the better player out of Ødegaard and Ajer in the future. So he hasn't moved to a huge club yet either, so will he stay at start on this save for a few years and maybe develop a bit better? Will he break into the Norwegian team early on? There's only one way to find out. Let's holiday into the future. So I've holidayed a couple of years. Kristoffer Ajer is now 19 years old and has managed to get his first Norwegian full cap, which is great news. Attributes have certainly improved, and also he has moved teams. He's moved to Torino. He's earning £10,500 a week now on a 4-year deal, and he's worth 8.25 million. So what happened? He played for Start for a couple of years. In his first season, managed to get 28 games under his belt and 3 goals. I think that's worse than real life, actually. Looking at him on Wikipedia, he's been quite prolific this season. And then in 2016, managed to play 18 games, got 2 goals and 6 assists before moving to Torino for only £900,000. I think that's a bit of a bargain for Torino, moving to Serie A. And in his first season, played 36 games, or 39 in all competitions, only 1 goal and 2 assists, and a 6.82 average rating. Certainly room for improvement, but he is very young, remember. To play that many games as a 19-year-old in Serie A is pretty impressive, let's say. So I'm going to holiday another, probably 3 years, and see how he's getting on at the age of 22. So Ajer is now 22 years old, and he's moved to Napoli, so he's moved on once again, and now has 2 goals in 22 games for Norway. So we'll have a look at him in an international setting in a minute. He's worth 29.5 million now, and he's earning 55k a week, so he's certainly progressed at Napoli, where he moved only 1 season after moving to Torino for £8 million. Great profit margin there for Torino. In his first season for Napoli, very good average rating, you can see there. Plenty of assists as well, 10 in all competitions. And then in his second season, 6 assists and 2 goals, very good average rating, improving once again. And then just the season just gone, only 1 goal and 3 assists, but a very good average rating once again. He's mainly playing, I guess, in a more withdrawn role, as you can see here, as defensive midfielder. So he's never going to get a huge number of goals and assists playing there. But that's how Napoli have developed him. And he's a quality player, you can see there. Some good passing attributes there, 16 on passing and vision. Tackling 13, maybe he'll be better off being pushed slightly further forward into a more advanced role. But let's have a look at him for Norway then, how he compares. Ødegaard is the best player on the game. This is the same save as when Ødegaard moved to Chelsea, for those of you that watched that experiment. Ajer is the second best player, Norwegian player, on this game already, playing for Napoli, and they're 34th in the world. Now those of you that watched the Ødegaard experiment will know how Norway did on this save. 2022 World Cup is in a couple years, and I think they did quite well then. So I've holidayed through to 2023, where he's now 25 years old. This is where we will end today's part 1. However, in part 2 we'll get to see him in his prime and towards the end of his career, so make sure you check that out when I upload part 2. So he's still playing for Napoli. He's now worth £29 million. His contract's gone up slightly to 61k a week, and he scored 6 goals in 55 games for Norway. That's a pretty good caps ratio considering he's only 25. It's certainly improved as well, although passing I noticed has gone down to 15 and tackling's gone down to 12. So I don't know what's going on there, but maybe all round he is developing into a very solid player. So in 3 years, he's still at Napoli. He's played 6 seasons now for Napoli. 3 years ago, managed to get a good average rating once again. A couple goals, 9 assists, that's pretty good, and 8 man of the matches. His 5th season with Napoli, 3 goals, 12 assists, and a 7.39 average rating. But this year he didn't score a single goal, but did get 11 assists. Overall, not such a good average rating though for some reason. Not really sure why that is the case. He's now actually playing just as many games in central midfield as defensive midfield. Not really sure why. Internationally he's playing nearly every game in central midfield, although he did play 1 game in defence and 1 game up front, strangely enough. So this season not so good for some reason, but I can see him pushing on and becoming a really good player in his prime years. So Norway, how are they getting on? They're 7th in the world. Like I said, they had a good World Cup. Ødegaard's still the top player in the Norwegian team. If we look at competitions, you'll be able to see World Cup wise, they lost to France in the World Cup quarter-final in 2022. But we need to look at his achievements. Well, I haven't looked at his achievements yet on this save, but I'm not sure we can see everything because I don't have the Norwegian league loaded, for example. But in Italy, really hasn't won much at all. They've been the Italian runners-up once, just this year gone in fact. And in the league, let's have a quick look to see how they did. They finished 3rd this year. We'll just go back the 6 years to see. 3rd, 4th, 6th, 2nd. That was his first season there. But Napoli have been towards the top where you would expect them to be, but the best place they've managed to get is 2nd place. So he's not winning a huge amount. This is the Napoli team. They've still got Hamsik there. He's their captain. They can't actually see many play. Oh, that's the under 21 squad. That's why. Here's the full squad. And for those interested in the players that Ajer is playing alongside. Anyway, regardless of all that, although he's not won much yet, he's still a quality player. I'll just have a quick look at his biography. You can pause the video and read that if you're interested. And awards-wise, perhaps he's won a few things in there. He's been selected in the Napoli and the Norway seasonal best 11, as you would expect, and the overall best 11 for Norway as well. So he's doing pretty well. But I'm interested to see how he does in part 2 as he progresses through the years. So please hit that like button if you enjoyed this part 1. Let me know in the comment section below, A, who do you think is going to be better, Ødegaard or Ajer? And 2, let me know any other players you'd like me to do, or maybe some other experiments. Once I've got the editor, there'll be lots of interesting, innovative experiments coming out on my channel. So please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I'll see you in part 2, guys.